it's Colleen, Rebel Stitcher, and as always, I am joined by my handsome sidekick, Albus. This is FlossTube number 98. Oh, sorry, he's sitting on my sweater. Hold on, baby. There we go. It has been so long since I've filmed a FlossTube. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to remember how to do this, so hopefully you will be patient with me, and this is the way I plan on doing it. This video will just be your standard format FlossTube about my stitching, things that have been going on, finishes, haul, all the typical stuff. Then I will create a separate video about my experience at Nashville Needlework Market, which I just got back from and was amazing. Okay, so, excuse me, since it's been a long time since I filmed a video, probably like a couple months, I have a fair amount of things to show you. So this might be a longer video than my typical, 20 minutes, half an hour in and out, but we'll see how it goes. And I guess we might as well jump into it. Let's see. A little while back, my friend and pretend cross-stitch wifey, Ellen Reed of Maximum Cross Stitch Power Hour, reached out to me, and her band, Crash Test Dummies, were going to be in Philadelphia, and she said, hey, would you like me to put you and your wife Nicole on the guest list for the show in Philly? And I'm like, duh, heck yeah, of course. So Nicole and I went. We had a amazing time. Let's see, it was held at the City Winery in downtown Philly, and it was super fun for Nicole and I to get out and have like a date night, and it was just amazing. So we get there a little early. Ellen came out and talked to us and chit-chatted, and then went back and put on the show. Let's see, there was an opening band. It was like singer-songwriter guy with a guitar, and he was pretty good, but there was this drunk woman there, and she just like lost it and started like heckling him. He made some comment about some Canadian TV show called Heartland, that one of his songs was on there, and he said the show kind of sucked, and she like lost her mind. She's like, you suck! And eventually, like, security had to escort this like 60-year-old drunk woman out of the venue because she was very animated about whatever this guy said. So that was kind of entertaining, but side note. And then so Crash Test Dummies came on. They were amazing, like so talented musicians. And Ellen is, she's honestly, she should be the star of the band. She has such a beautiful voice. Nicole was very impressed. Nicole's like more of like top 40, whatever's on the radio kind of music person. So I wasn't sure how she was going to enjoy the concert, but she loved it, had a great time. And the venue was great because we got the hookup of great seats, and it was like small tables set, around. So we were able to have like a little bite to eat and some drinks, and it wasn't like we had to stand up like old, like we're old people. We wanted to sit down. So it was great. I bought, I left it in my car though. I'm not going to pause it, but a CD of Ellen's solo project, and a Crash Test Dummies t-shirt, which is in the laundry now because I had it on the other day. So that's my first bits of haul, and I got to support my cross-stitch wifey. So I had packed a little goodie bag to bring Ellen with some things, and when we're getting out of the park, we're parking the car and walking in, Nicole's like, oh, don't forget that gift you had. And I was like, I left it on the kitchen counter. So I suck. I apologize, Ellen, but thank you so much for a great show and getting to meet you in person. And then like after the show, we were kind of filing out, and all of a sudden this person comes running up, and it's Ellen. She gave us a hug. Oh, thank thank you for coming. And, you know, post-show, got to say goodbye, and it was great. Thank you again. And if you have the opportunity, go see them, Crush Test Dummies. They are so talented, and I know they're touring around the United States currently, because I know a lot of other Stitcher friends have been meeting up with her at different venue points. I know Laura Duet and Pam just saw her in Cincinnati. So it was a great show, and I can't thank Ellen enough. Nicole and I don't get out very often with our busy lives, so it was fun to have a little date night with my wife, my real life wifey, and then my pretend FlossTube wifey. Okay. I'm going to pause this. Okay, so the new segment is Boris the Bad. I am going to put a little segment in whenever need be to update you on what Boris the Bad has been up to. His most recent escapades where he chewed up my reading glasses. This lens completely I could not see out of, so I had to go get that replaced, and the whole things are wonky and chewed, but at least I can see out of them now. So Boris the Bad struck again and chewed my reading/stitching glasses. Okay, now I have a bummer of a life update, and this involves the loss of a pet, so if that's something that's upsetting to you, fast forward for like 2 minutes or so, and I completely understand. Since the last time I filmed a FlossTube, we are down a family member in our house. Dobby, our 12-year-old Frenchie girl, we lost her. It was all very sudden. I don't even know 100% what happened. I suspect maybe she had a seizure. She was laying with me, snuggling, everything was fine, then all of a sudden something just happened. And she couldn't like walk straight, and she couldn't breathe, and she looked like she was in a lot of pain. We took her to the emergency vet, they put her on oxygen, did some, she had a fever that spiked up. They did everything they could, but they suggested we had to let her go. There was nothing they could do. So we said goodbye to her as a family, and she was such a wonderful girl, and we love her so much. And she's the first Frenchie we ever had. And, you know, I'm not gonna dwell on that so much, but since she's been around on some FlossTubes, I figured I would give you an update. Okay, that's enough not boring, but bummed out kind of talk. So let's talk about stitching. That's why we're actually here, right? I have two pretty phenomenal looking FFOs. I'll show those with you. I have one finish, a bunch of whips, bunch of haul, little shop talk. So let's get into it. My first FFO arrived yesterday, and I am so excited. This is the first drum I've ever had. So this is based off the Merry Manatees chart from Lindy Stitches, and the amazing Jan Calvert of Finish the Stitch on Instagram, and she's one of the finishers at Keepsakes also, made this for me. And so I sent it to her with some other things that I needed finished for market, and I said, this is no rush, take your time. I don't want it overly Christmassy. And Jan just knows me, and so it took her a while because she said she was looking for the right fabric, and boy did she find it. Like, that picks up on these manatees so good, and it kind of is Christmassy, but not really, because I might leave this out all year. I just freaking love this. Jan, thank you so much. It is so beautiful. and it's got a nice sturdy base. It's not gonna tip over. And I used Stephanie Webb's design, but tweaked it myself with my own colors and added and omitted things. I put a date on here because that's the date we went to do the swim with the Manatees experience down in the Crystal River in Florida. So I just love this. Thank you, Jan. You get me. And you did an amazing job, and I appreciate it. My other FFO, let me grab it. Un momento, por favor. Okay, you ready for this? Let's see if I can get the whole thing. Ah. Winter Quaker by Rosewood Manor. I've got that ring light thing. Well, it's not really a ring light, it's just my magnifying stitching light. So I got this framed when I'd gotten some models for market framed. I picked this, let's see, I don't know if you can see, it's like kind of like a white distressed frame. Can you see that there? There you go. I think this looks great on it. I have it hanging in my office now just to keep it safe. But look at this. This is stitched on Dwarf by Picture This Plus with the Valdani threads. It was a full kit in the called for fibers that Rosewood Manor called for in the chart. I love this piece. I think it looks great in the frame, and I'm so happy to have it done. This was a long-term whip. So that's my other FFO. Let's see, set that down there. And then I have a finish. It's not fully finished, but this is what I finished this. This is Rosie the Riveter. You can get this pattern off of Etsy, and the designer is Happy Sloth Studios. Really, I have a couple of their charts. I think this is the first one I've actually finished. They're very easy to read, and they've got some fun stuff if you want to check them out. Inexpensive PDFs off of Etsy. This is just DMC and mustardy yellow Ada that I don't remember what it was. So that was my other finish. I'm thinking in my mind, like maybe getting it mounted on like a piece of like galvanized metal look to it, so it kind of has that rivet, you know, airline assembly, you know, wartime kind of vibe. I might send this off to Barb at Keepsakes to work her magic. But that was a fun finish. That was like my car stitching, doctor's office stitching, while the kids, you know, waiting for the kids or whatever. So now that that's done, I gotta figure out what my new travel piece will be. Okay, so those are my only finishes, but I have a ton of whips too. So I guess I'll dive into those. I just have a bin over here. I'm just gonna pull them out. It's in no particular order. The first one is from Rosewood Manor again, Griffins of the Kingdom. This is a piece I have been working on. Hold on, let me take it out of the Q-snap. I actually made a fair amount of progress. If I was better prepared, I would have had this already out here to show you. I'm doing my own color conversion with this, but I made a fair amount of progress. Let's see, since the last time, this whole guy is finished, this guy, and then I'll see, I got all the way up to here. I think that's as wide as the chart is, and that's how far I got. I'm making pretty good progress. I really like the colors that I chose. I didn't really the graphic starkness of this didn't appeal to me as much. So that's my first WIP. Let's see what's in here, which is an empty project bag. Let's see what's next. Oh, I've worked on this guy for a while. This is from Bent Creek, and it's called Uber Shamrock. This is another one that I picked my own colors on, and I'm going to show you where I am on this. Let's see, it goes this way. I believe this is a picture of this Be Stitch Me 16 count Ada, and I picked my own colors for him, but this is a lot of dense kind of stitching, so it takes a while. So I was kind of outlining and then filling in. But that's all I got done on him, a little St. Patrick's Day stitching. But that is a very big shamrock. I can't wait to get down to the leprechaun. Let's see, the other WIP I was working on, I brought this with me. Etta, my daughter, lately has been getting braids, like box braids in her hair, and it is like an all-day process at the hair salon because I have them take the braids out and then put them, you know, condition, do what you need to do, and put them back in. So it takes forever. So this last time I brought the stitching with me, and I brought my Frida Kahlo from Snowflower Diaries. I'm getting so close to a finish on this, but it got to a point where I couldn't focus anymore. I don't know if the hair salon was too loud or I was burnt out or tired, but let's see, I really only need to continue this border down and right here, and then I'm done. There might be a few little doodads here and there, but that, I am in the very, very dangerously close to a finish on that. So I would love to finish this also. I mean, it's Frida Kahlo with a monkey on her hip and two little silly dogs. I mean, it couldn't be more perfect. I mean, you had me at monkey. So that was another WIP I worked on. But I think with all the nerves, this is all stuff I was stitching like leading up to market. I had trouble like settling in on a stitch. Like I'd stitch for a little bit and then, I don't know, I just couldn't really jive. I guess maybe it was probably nerves. Let's see. I think this is my last WIP that I worked on. Is Fish Boy came back out to play a little more. Let's see, I've got this fish, and this is a lily pad, and I've noticed, let's see, you could see here, this bottom of the fish is where this is supposed to end. So somehow I've got extra stitches in these corner pieces. I'm gonna have to rip that out probably, but I don't have a lot of the green floss left because it came as a kit. So I'm gonna do everything I can get in the right place first, and then I'll go back and do what I need to do to fudge it. But this is Fish Boy. Oh, and the last time I showed him on FlossTube, somebody had left a comment. I meant to print it out so I could read it to you about the folklore of this guy. But apparently he's like a water god who like drowns people, who swim after dark or on holy days. And he just seems like a real mischievous kind of guy, and I loved it. Made me love him even more. So Fish Boy has been getting some love. Let's see. I think that's all of my WIPs and all of my finishes. So what's next, I guess, is haul. Let me make a space here. Okay. I just have a bin here of stuff I've been dumping in. I said, oh, I need to show that on FlossTube. So, okay, Valentine's Day happened quite a while ago, And my sweet wife, Nicole, gave me like, oh, hold on, the typical candy and sweet Valentine's Day things. But then she had given me this. I'm trying to wrestle it out of here, this thing. So it came in a little pouch. And they're readers, does this look good? That you put on over your regular glasses, because I can't just like buy the readers off of the shelf. I need prescription ones because I have a real strong astigmatism. But these I can do on top of it, and watch this. Hold on, where is it? Look at that. That's pretty cool, huh? So I thought this was really sweet. She thought maybe I could use them stitching, and you know, it's a pretty sexy look. So, you know, something in it for her too. And they come in this little pouch. So that was one piece of haul. Let's see. It has been so long that I have 2 Fabric of the Months from Jody of Steel City Stitchers. Let's see, I think this was the first one that came. I get 18 count Ada, and these are the 2 colors that had come, like a nice navy and a nice burgundy. They actually look really nice together. So thank you, Miss Jody. I cannot wait to see all my Pittsburgh friends at the Steel City Stitchers Retreat, which is coming up so fast. I will be there, and I can't wait to meet up with a bunch of my friends. I will be bringing a trunk show for Janine of the Crafty You. So if you were looking for something of mine, like if maybe you forgot to put in your market orders, Janine will have a pretty good selection of stuff. So I'm excited about that. And then this is the next month that came. This beautiful neutral and green. Love both of these, and I could use this on anything. So thank you, Jody. I don't know if she has space or if she still has a wait list, but if you're interested in joining Jody's Fabric of the Month Club, reach out to her. Let's see. Mo's Sales. I think they have their own Facebook group, and they dye beautiful silk. I have been grabbing, I bought like a couple hanks of their black silk for a Halloween stitch along that I've been working on, and I really like their silk. So they had posted like a grab bag, and I don't remember how many it was, how many skeins you got, but it was like a grab bag, you know? So I got my grab bag in, so I'll show you some of the colors. I don't know if these have names on them. Let's see. I don't think so, but it says it's 17.4 yards. So if you are interested in this silk, I would look for Mo, that's what it is, Mo, M-O''S, Mo's Sale. Look at that. On Facebook. They have a Facebook group that they post things on. So I'm just gonna show you. This was very inexpensive. I thought it was a fun way to kind of add to my stash of silk. I know it's already a nice quality. Oh, they put a mint in there. This color I love. Look at that. Nice green. Beautiful blue with some subtle variegation. Pink. Teal. And I don't remember what the cost was for this because I'd ordered it so long ago, but it was very inexpensive. It's something to look out This is a nice color also. I have a neutral. And sometimes grab bags are fun, and look at that. Now it's a highly variegated. So let's see, how many did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it was 10 skeins in the grab bag. So look at that, I can count to 10. So I recommend their silks, and they're very inexpensive. Economical, maybe is a better way to say it. Okay, so these were a couple charts I had gotten off of a Stash Unload. I don't know if they're still in stock, but this is from Diane Authors Imaginating Incorporated. I have a feeling these guys might not be around anymore. It's circa 2003. But I just thought this was really fun. Cat and a pumpkin-headed guy, and you're supposed to put it together as a bobblehead. This is an old Shepherd's Bush Halloween chart. Let's see. When was 1993 this one's from. So I don't know that everything on here is my jam, but sometimes I like to just take different motifs off of things. So, you know, vintage there. And then from Lottie Da, the Raven. I don't know why I've never picked this up, but you know, there's something to be said for a nice monochromatic piece. It's kind of like a vacation for your brain. So those are things I just picked up off of Stash Unload. And then, oh, speaking of Ellen Reed, unfortunately my printer is black and white and it does not do this justice, but Ellen has started designing, which most of you probably know now. And her website is, I think it's MaximumCrossStitch.com. And this, I picked up this PDF. It's based on a piece I think her grandmother stitched. And the colors are beautiful and I love the geometry of it. But my printer's black and white, so it doesn't really do it justice. And my last piece was a project bag from Jasmine Custom Bags. She had posted this on Instagram and I had to have it. Look at these plants. They're like spooky Halloween kind of carnivorous plants. And so her bags are just so amazing. Red on the inside. This other little Notions pouch in there that it comes with. If you want to purchase a bag from Genevieve of Jasmine Custom Bags, follow her on Instagram. It is Jasmine Custom Bags. And she posts ones that she has in stock, but she also can work with you to make custom bags, which is super duper fun. Okay, that's haul. Okay, we're getting here, I guess that all that is left really for this episode is a little bit of shop talk. Let me swap my glasses, sorry. So before I left for market, I shipped out the bi-monthly Cottage Garden Thread Floss Club that I run through my website. And, well, I guess that's a misnomer. I do it all through PayPal and everything. You don't sign up through my website, but anyway. So the most recent packaging went out. Everybody should long have had this. This shouldn't be a spoiler. But I always put them in a bag that kind of gives you an idea of what the theme will be. And this is what you got. So you get 4 skeins of Cottage Garden floss that I curate, you know, pick a palette for each every other month. And I always include a sticker. So it's just with different, I think potted plants, green plants were kind of the theme. And then, so the first one if I could get it out of here, is oregano. The second one is lettuce leaf. Now this might be my new favorite green, and I cannot wait to stitch with it. Pickle. I mean, first of all, the word pickle makes me giggle. And I love the coloring on this. And then kind of the showstopper piece, lichen. So this was the palette for this mailing. If you would like to join the Floss Club, send me an email. My email will be in the little description box that you click and it pops up at the bottom, the little arrow thingy, and I can get you added. I send out PayPal invoices and ship, and it's pretty seamless. The other shop news stuff is, I had mentioned before I was going to take a pause for the quarterly club, which a quarterly club is a new original design enamel needle minder, a pack of stickers, and some other stitchy related goodie that gets put in there. I said I was going to take a pause so I could focus on it aftermarket. I did that for two reasons too, so I didn't, you know, feel rushed and I could do a good job, but also it kind of puts me at a different point in the year, so we're not always every year hitting the same quarter, you know, so mix it up a bit. So I got home from market full of inspiration, and I drew up my first sketch, sent it off to the manufacturer. We're tweaking it, so hopefully, you know, in the next month or so, invoices will go out for the next quarterly mailing. If you would like to join that club, I can probably add you in. The sooner you let me know, the better, so I can get quantities from my, you know, manufacturer for the enamel portion of the needle minder. You know, people come in, people come out, things ebb and flow with all the clubs, and I understand that. I don't make you commit for a year or anything like that. You know, just let me know. And if you'd like to join, and I can get you in on that. I'm excited about this next theme for the quarterly club. I think that's it. I've got a pile of stuff spread around me, so hopefully that's it. Keep an eye out in the next day or so. Hopefully I will put out a video where I discuss my experience as going to Nashville Needlework Market for the first time, and hopefully you guys will watch that, and maybe you'd like to say goodbye to Peoples, Albus. What do you think? You say goodbye to Peoples? Bye, Peoples. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.